Good morning. Hey, the real smoke queen. What's up? Hey, Miss Atito. Hey, Umanyasia. Hey, Miss Coco. What up, Fly Flossie? Good morning. Hey, KS009. What up, Black Gal 32? How you doing? My Sylvain. I love your name. Hey, Sylvain. How are you? Mahogany Stars. What's up? Sunflower Kisses. Be Love Life. Issa0421. It's your number one boy, girl, Bootz. And today is the last day of my journeying experience. And I definitely want to reflect what I have undergone, went through, and the downloads therein. First and foremost, tomorrow we're back at work full time, and there are no days off in sight. So one of the biggest things that I got was enjoy your rest now, bitch. I'm adding the bitch part. But before I even go in on the journey, and again, this is simply a self-reflection. I know it's a bit earlier for me to go live on a Sunday. Normally I try to go live traditional time, 11 o'clock a.m. But today I'm just acclimating what I have undergone and the experiences on the astral realm, making them plain for myself today. And I need to express it because that is how I process information. So, for your viewing pleasure, I will express it to you. And if you're okay with that, give me a whole bunch of mushroom emojis in the comment section. Okay. First of all, of course, I have to give you guys some updates. There's a newsletter that will be dropped tomorrow in your inbox at 10 o'clock a.m. All right. That newsletter will have all of the upcoming updates and things that you can sign up for, events that you can attend, and things of that nature. So make sure that you are signed up to my newsletter. It will go out at 10 o'clock a.m. tomorrow, and the show will be at 11 o'clock a.m. tomorrow, like we always do. Okay. We're still in season 7 of the show. I was going to make it season 8, but we're season 7 still because I have not yet fully learned how to use the upgrades that I have acclimated. So we're going to continue with how we've been doing things until I do have a further understanding. Okay. There will be a Dallas, Texas meet and greet going down January the 21st, 2023. Those tickets will drop tomorrow. I am throwing a retreat. It is called the Bootz God Freedom Retreat in Polk County, North Carolina, August the 24th and the 25th. It's a 2-day retreat. Lodging can be provided for you, but all that information will be elicited to you tomorrow as well. And it's at the virgin stages of getting itself together. So, hopefully you guys will help me take that virginity. The tip jar will be reopened tomorrow. Next day appointments will be available on Mondays and Wednesdays. So, I know that we had a very good span of next day appointments in September and October of last year, and I definitely want to acclimate that on a more routinal basis. And to do that, what I am going to be doing is, making them available on Mondays and Wednesdays while I am in the workflow. Cool. New reading tomorrow. It is the How It Started reading that will be dropping tomorrow. So it basically gives you kind of a pulse on how things are getting going for you at the beginning of this year. And I'll be honest with you guys, my year has not even started. I decided to begin the first part of this year on a journey. And I know I've been talking about the journey, but I don't think you guys fully understand what a journey is. And as I'm about to start teaching you guys what that is, I do have a spiritual activation class you can sign up for tomorrow as well. I'll be teaching that class on the day of February the 11th, okay? But first and foremost, I want to educate you guys on what a journey is, why spiritualists take journeys, and the purpose of going there, okay? So let's go there. If y'all ready to go there, say let's go, okay? And this is not a boosted live or anything like that. We'll get those numbers where they're supposed to be tomorrow, and the quality is everything, is it not? Everything? Everything. Okay. So a journey is basically where you are conscious in your unconscious mind. Okay. How best can I iterate this in the English language? It is you being completely conscious in dream space, 100% lucid in dream space. Okay. It's also been referred to by myself as touching the void. But for me, touching the void is when you go to that space unwillingly. Okay. A journey is what shamans induce using ayahuasca for mental and spiritual clarity. It is a process of acclimating on a metaphysical level the tangible aspects of this physical reality. It is a experience where you are anchored in the flesh, but you are experiencing things in your mind or astrally, if you believe in the concept of astral projection and ethereal projection and lucid dreaming and outer body experiences. A journey is taken by spiritualists for clarity, for fellowship with beings that don't have physical form. A journey is taken by spiritualists to make all of this shit make sense. It is taken by spiritualists to further evolve their gift. There can be a multitude of purposes why one decides to take a journey. Typically, journeys are guided. This journey that I took was not. Like anything metaphysical or witchcraft or occult based, intention is everything. And I had 3 intentions. My first one was for understanding. My second intention was to have fun with God. Like, that was literally my intention. I want to have fun with God. And the third one was, I'm trying to put it into words. It was like honor. Make plain the honor of some sort. It deals with honor, I know that. But that intention was more felt than actually spoken or written down. Okay. So how do you go on a journey? Well, there are a multitude of different ways, but I want to precaution you first. When you go on a journey, you need a very solid anchor to bring you back. Okay. My anchor, my physical anchor was my mother. My spiritual anchor was y'all. Straight up. It was you guys. It was my audience. It was my desire to help. It was your stories and the multitudes of readings that I've done. Over 50,000 readings last year were performed, and they were like on a film roll in my mind, just flickering, and that kept me grounded. When you see people in a psych ward, now some of them do have chemical problems with their brain, but if they've been there because they've done a drug and hasn't been the same since they've done that drug, they're having trouble coming back from the journey. And what human beings decide to do is medicate the brain when they need to go into spirit and bring them back. Okay, that's when you call a bitch like me. But I haven't made those services available to the public. Those are more private services that I do offer to specific clientele. So, in my journey, I induced my journey with psilocybin and DMT. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm still like having remnants of the experience. There were a lot of experiences from me being in the womb and me having a longing desire to feel close to my biological family, who I have never met. And I had this one vision when I was in the womb, surrounded by water, and I could hear my biological mother's voice. It was the strangest sensation I felt. I wanted to have fun with God, and I remember on that part of the journey, I was dancing on rainbows. Clouds began speaking to me. And I don't know if you guys remember, but around like season 2 of my show, I actually started doing cloud readings. I feel like clouds are physical manifestations of other dimensional properties. And it was very much so vivid in this journey that I was on. I saw a lot of you on this journey. So if you had a dream of me, over the last week, you probably did encounter me in the astral realm or the ethereal realm. And these are schools of thought to where in our physical flesh we house 3 different bodies: the ethereal realms, the astral realms, things of this nature. And I have the ability to willingly astral project, but it's not as lucid as when you are on a journey. When you are on a journey, you are, let's just put it in layman's terms, you're fucked up for about a good 3 to 5 days. Okay? And you are poisoning your flesh. Okay, psilocybin poisons your flesh. DMT is naturally produced in your body when you die and when you dream. Okay, so you're basically flooding your physical body with endorphins so that you can experience things outside of your physical body with the perception of your third eye or your pineal glands, for the intentions that were made plain. If you don't have an intention and you're doing certain drugs recreationally, you will lose your mind. I've never done psychedelic drugs for the sake of recreation. Okay? The drugs that I have participated in give me a physical sensation in my body, i.e. cocaine. I love that shit, but I'm 5 years clean. Okay, so I'll never touch that shit again. But I've been having the itch since I've been back from the journey, but it's an itch that won't be scratched. You don't got to worry about that. Marijuana, you know what I'm saying? Even I smoke weed on a constant basis for the physical sensation of the weed. But one of the things that I got on my journey was that I've been abusing the purpose of why weed has been blessed to men. It's supposed to bring forth euphoria, enlightenment, and healing properties, and I've been using it to fucking feel a physical sensation. And because of that, I dishonor Gaia, which is Mother Earth, so I have to change the way I participate in that physical form of recreation. However, going back to the point at hand, psychedelic drugs induce a state of awareness that if taken recreationally, you won't come back because you don't have intention. Your intention is to simply indulge in the psychedelic aspects of the physical manifestations of what you've ingested, but you're not having a purpose, so there's nothing gonna come from the journey. You know what I'm saying? Where you just gonna go and let us just pray that you come back. Okay. So again, going back to my journey, psilocybin, I'll tell you plain, I took 5 grams in tea form on the first day, 10 grams the second, 15 the third. Throughout that, I am hitting DMT to the point where I'm not moving. The first 3 days, I didn't move. I tapped in with my mom, and she knew I was on a journey as well, so she was just grounding me. I love you, Brandon. You know, you're the best thing in the world. And I'm just, you know, really getting these downloads, and I'm still acclimating those downloads as well. Okay, throughout that process, I was tapping in with my now mentor, who I am going to be paying a visit to in January in Dallas. I cannot wait for this. And she was tapping in, and we were having great banter. She tapped in on a spiritual and on a physical level, and she gave me the ultimate compliment. She said the way that I process information is genius. And I've heard this before. I've you know, my IQ says that I'm genius. And when I got back from the mountain learning the craft, instead of being crazy, I was labeled as genius. Some of us who have been diagnosed with, let's just say, schizophrenia, multiple personalities, there's a fine line between genius and crazy. Okay, I've been diagnosed with a whole bunch of shit in my youth, but you come back with brands on your arms, and the next thing you know, they put you in AP classes with the Caucasian folk. I hope I'm making sense. Let's go back to the basis of the conversation here, okay? A journey. A journey is a self-induced trance-like state by spiritualists with defined intentions. My intention the first day was for clarity. My second day was... My geese are flying in. Hold on. Hey, babies. Good morning. Their food came from Amazon yesterday, so they don't hate me anymore. Sorry. My first day's intention was for clarity. I need to understand all this bullshit. I need to understand. And I got so much understanding that it's hard to make it make sense. But I feel like the sense is going to be made in my actions on the show. It's coming back tomorrow. Okay. And what I elicit to the general public and or the metaverse. Speaking of the metaverse, we got to talk about that tomorrow too. There are so many Bootz breakdown topics we got to talk about. I am so excited to share with you once more. Anyway, going back to the journey of it all. So, as you can imagine, I'm not coherent. I'm alone in my house. And when you're alone and it's quiet, spirit speaks so loud. And I have a new book that I got from a designer black company, where you saw the book. I actually posted it in the New Year's spell, and it actually burnt. The soul of the book actually burnt up, so it was touched by spirit for sure. But I was writing down some things and symbols and sigils, and of course all of this stuff I'm going to share with you. Going back to the assertion of this conversation, my intentions were for clarity, to have fun with God, and that was really fun. The entities that I was experiencing that will be reflected in my tarot were fun. The conversations I had were fun, even though my physical body was watching like stuff like Love, Death, and Robots and Annabelle that just came back on Netflix. I'm a horror movie buff, you know. It was intrinsically fun. And if you notice, like I'm noticing this on myself, I'll get lost in thought since I've been back from the void, or back from the journey. I'll like zone out for a quick second and then bring it back. The oracle in me is very much so more active, and I have to train that oracle to not be as proficient because I'm still a human being. Again, I can't imagine like people who do this shit for recreation. Like, how do you process information? How do you think? How do you even know 2 + 2 still equals 4? Because your level of understanding is taken up a notch. And it's my job to bring that understanding down so that my audience can benefit from it and can understand. You know, if you ever wanted to go on a journey and didn't know how, we will be having a journey on the Bootz Freedom Retreat that will go down August the 24th through the 25th. We will have a group consciousness journey together, guided by myself. I cannot wait for this. Again, this is going to be on a property in the mountains that my family owns, and it's going to be phenomenal. We're in the virgin stages of planning right now, but it's going to be phenomenal, and we will go on a collective journey together. One of the biggest downloads that I got was I am a creator. I always try to put a label on myself to make people understand, and the blanketing label so far has been celebrity psychic. You know what I mean? I've been calling myself a celebrity psychic. I've been saying I'm the hip-hop oracle and all this stuff. I'm actually considering changing my Instagram name to Bootz God. And that is not to be narcissistic or vain, but gods are creators and I create. And the spirit of creativity is dissected in so many different forms with me, from my tarot to me and the way I dress to my music. It's like no avenue in which I can't create. So on my journey, God gave me a rock, like a fucking stone, right? And he was like, do something with this, create with this. And I turned that stone into a golem. If y'all know what a golem is, then it's cool. And that golem will be reflected in my tarot as well. There was a connectivity to everything and everyone that I had, that I know that when I speak for myself, I'm speaking for all of us. I want y'all to know that y'all are creators too. Luckily for myself, I've been raised alone as an only child when I was adopted, an orphan prior to that. And I was able to lean on that creative energy more than the average person. So I'm able to reflect it. But if given the tools, we all can create. The biggest tool we have is the world we live in. That's the canvas. You paint it with your intention. You paint it with the tools that you've been educated to use. If you're a computer coder, your tools first is that knowledge, okay? That knowledge. But do you know what those zeros and ones can turn into? Do you realize that the phone I'm broadcasting to you on has been created by somebody who used the tools of technology? We are all creative beings. And when that creativity is controlled, you become a laborer. The journey I only typically go on my birthday, and it's never it's never this intense of a journey. This is the most intense of a journey that I had. My fears were made form, and they will be reflected in my tarot as well. The biggest fear I need to face is a fear of feeling or being forgotten. And I had to ask in this journey why that's so important to me. And what was downloaded unto me, there go the Crips, honey. The Crips flying after the Bloods. The Bloods is here, and then they go to Crips. Sorry. My mind. And the biggest fear I have is being forgotten. And I had to really make form that fear because I needed to understand why when I decide to go on a journey, take a break or whatever, I have this guilt that is associated with it. And I'm just going to refer to it as God. God says unto me, because you are a flesh acheron of the forgotten. Oh, shit. Hold on now. My fear of being forgotten is because I carry the torch of those that have been forgotten. Witches, slaves, the gays. I didn't know. I was just me, you know, and what a huge responsibility. I'm not the only one. You know, it's more of us out here. I just ain't never met none. And we're rare. But I represent those that have been cast aside from generation to generation. The fact that I can live, breathe, and express my magic and creativity. I mean, you go back 200 years, witches was burned at the stake for this shit, bro. Like, you feel me? The fact that a black witch can stand up proudly and say, hey, I'm a magical practitioner. I don't denounce God. I don't denounce Jesus. I don't denounce anything. I'm just me. The fact that we can be us is a testament to those who lost their lives to stand on who they were or what they believed in, you know? So the fear of being forgotten is because I remember people who were forgotten. And I was grateful to face that on this journey. I have not conquered that fear yet. But the fact that I can see you is a cool thing. Then it went to like the relationship we have with fear. Fear is a guide. If we use it as such. Fear is a guide if we use it as such. Or fear can cripple our movement if we don't work with it. Yeah. Going back to Damn, more geese? I must be preaching a mighty word this morning. Lord, look at all the damn. It's like everybody flying in this morning. Sent the soul. Appreciate the word black sheep. You know, on this journey, I also realized that I've been in a perpetual state of grief. Grieving who I once was, the parties I used to throw, the desire to be social, the friends I used to have, you know, and on this journey, I found peace because on the timeline of my life, they're still my friends. You can't change what has happened, and that we can anchor ourselves in. But what we can do is we can learn ourselves and make better connections and cherish the connections that we have. Shut up! No. Sit there and eat your food. Evening is connecting to the geese. You know, what the fuck is that on your nails, bro? You know, these are my nails. I grew them, and it's supposed to represent like luxurious lava. Thank you for asking. Going back to the initial assertion, a journey is a spiritual experience induced by either meditation, psychedelic drugs, sound, or visual stimulation to enhance one's perception with the intention they set forth. My intention was for clarity, and I got it. My intention was to have fun with God, and I got it. And honor. And honor is an interesting one because it's a vibration in which I feel as if my spirit vibrates, but I physically have not been abiding by. It has been reflected in my aesthetic with all the crowns I've been wearing in season 7. Because, you know, crowns are the physical manifestation of that to be honored. So I've been adorning myself royally, you know. I like jewelry, so I've been getting gold and real diamonds and taking trips, and I've always kind of felt out of place about all of this. You know, the thing I most feel in place with is the actual work, like actually performing and reading and talking to my girls and the community we've built. That feels so normal. But when I look at my bank account, I get nervous. When I look at my bank account, I get nervous. When I spoil my mom, it feels uncomfortable to me. I look good. It feels great in the moment, but then I'm like, damn, did I really just spend that much on a fit? And it's not to keep up with the Joneses. It's just because I like nice shit. And I deserve to have nice shit. See, on the show, when I make assertions like that, it's me trying to convince me of it. It's me telling myself that. Y'all are just bearing witness to what I'm talking about to myself. Like, we're on cruise control in a life of luxury. I'm trying to get that to seep into my consciousness. Honor. When you honor is giving back. Okay, when you elicit honor is giving back. So we must honor in all ways. Now, this is me right now trying to acclimate that energy I felt on those last couple of days. My middle name is King. King. When I went to the jewelry store to get my grill that I wished would have gotten here before I started back tomorrow, but it's cool. I'll go pick it up. And did you know they have real bamboo gold earrings? Bitch, I just thought that was a dollar store trend, bitch. I'm finna get me some real bamboo earrings. Anyway. My middle name is King, so I have honor in my name. This was the biggest clue God gave me from the time I was adopted and I wasn't number 8 anymore. When my mother named me Brandon King Roberts at the age of 8 years old, honor was in my name, right? And as ratchet and as human as I have become with my portrayal and the eliciting of the diction that I do possess, I feel as if I have been a creature that has naturally emanated honor. I honor people. I honor connections. So much so I give more than I receive from those connections. Raise your hand if you feel me, because I know you do. Okay, we are walking honor personified. Everything we touch turns to gold. Like, and it's not like we try. It's just we're great. Black sheep typically are great at everything. Okay, and not if we're not great at it, typically we can watch it and then adapt to being good at it. Okay, we jack off all the trade. Okay, which means that we're a jack of all trades because we had to be. We had to relate to objects because it was difficult to relate to people. We had to find creative introspection because when we outwardly expressed ourselves, we were too much or too loud or too different. Because of that, we've developed a superpower: honor. This is me trying to translate the energies, y'all. So just go with me here. And the word tomorrow, I actually wrote it yesterday on my Facebook, and it has great receptivity. It's also in my Instagram story. And I'm not going to spoil it because it was such a good download yesterday. But honor, when we become off balance, it is because we are abusing something we should be honoring. Okay? And this strictly deals with self. It doesn't deal with the connections that we make to other beings who are also conscious. I'm off balance because I abuse marijuana. And I'm realizing that. In the way that I ingest it, I am dishonoring the planet that we live on. The way I eat, the way I nourish my body, it be good, but it's not honoring the cow that gave his life so I can eat. Does that mean you finna go vegan for spiritual purposes? Hell no. Bitch, I be hungry. Shit, I'm fucking hungry. But you can still eat with honor. When I eat, I gorge myself. Food be good. Food be motherfucking good, bitch. I'm sorry, food be motherfucking good, bitch. I love to eat. Okay? But in the exploration of the 7 deadly sins, the first one I conquered was gluttony with Bootz Bakery from the album 7 that you can download right now on all major platforms by the name of Jim Bootz, right? So, where are you not? Where in your life is honor lacking? Feel me? And let's start with yourself. How are you disrespecting yourself? I'm disrespecting myself by being high all the time. I'm disrespecting myself for overeating. I eat way past the point I'm full. I'm disrespecting myself by succumbing to my succubus all the time. I'm always horny. Always. And if I'm horny, I will bust a nut. I don't give a fuck if I'm talking to motherfucking Lou Rawls in a goddamn session. If that dick is up, I'm underneath the table, jacking off with the left, pulling cards with the right, saying, how you doing? I need to bring forth honor. I don't work out. Bitch, and walking up the stairs. I hate stairs. I fucking hate stairs, bro. I hate stairs. Dishonorable. I make some changes. That's the kind of things that come back from the journeys. Really in-depth insight. And then you got to put that insight to action. You know, some people come back from a journey and write books for years. You know what I'm saying? Some of the best albums were produced because of journeys. You know, you've heard of musicians that go out to the desert and trip fucking balls and then come back and write. Now, people who normally vibrate in a space of coherence can be labeled autistic. Every time I have an autistic client or a client that's on the spectrum, we have the deepest conversations. Like, it's not like about their baby daddy or their baby mama. It's not about like their job or their money. They be asking about like purpose, and they be asking about like, you know, deeper stuff. Even the nonverbal clients that I have, you know, some of them speak sign language, and I can understand sign language more than I can speak it. I'm more of a speller, okay? And now that my nails are long, it's hard. I know that's not the sound for hard, but that's what my dick being. We just got done talking about that. You see the genius of how I pin stuff together? Anyway. I don't know. I've never thought of myself as that. I've thought myself as just different. Just different. And to the black sheep, another download, really quick. Everybody don't have your perception. Okay? Everybody don't motherfucking feel or see things the way that you do, and the accountability that you hold on people. We'll talk about it tomorrow. It has to be deduced to humanity, which is so mundane. But you gotta do it because you live here. You're on Earth, bitch. You're on Earth, bitch. We in a motherfucking petri dish for the aliens. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow too. That was my cousin asking about his fucking blade he left over here. Yeah, your knife over here. And you ain't getting it back either, ho. My cousin is going to be accompanying me to Dallas. This is our first out of the city of Charlotte trip together. We went to New Orleans together last year. I've had enough of Mardi Gras for a while, though. I ain't going. I ain't going this year. But I will be down there this year. There are certain cities I have to hit every year. LA, Miami. I'm gonna add New York in there because I gotta go to New York this year, and Atlanta. Even though I loathe Atlanta, we're gonna see what Dallas is talking about. Haven't spent a lot of time there. Can't wait. Yes, La Vie. I do check my DMs, by the way. So, I do. And this morning, I woke up and they were all flooded with the Haley Bailey receipt. Good to have a receipt on the way back in, you know? That journey. And again, a journey is not based on space and time either. Okay, now the induction of the journey happened on January the 1st, 2024. But I'm probably going to be having impressions from this for the next year or two. Okay? Like, I'm good on doing anything psychedelic until the next time I'm called to do a journey. The last journey I went on was in Malibu. And the year was 2017. And I brought my African drum out there. And, you know, rhythmic patterns and sound can induce the state that you were trying to get to. And I sat on that beach, and I literally felt like I was being watched from, like, a petri dish, like, on some real shit, which ended up evolving into the snow globe that I'm in when I read online. Okay, how can I break this down? You think I'm fucking crazy. Okay, so I went on a journey in Malibu, right? And as I'm looking at the sky and I'm drumming, I had this overwhelming sensation that I was like study in a petri dish, right? Okay. So that ended up, that petri dish-esque of a vibration ended up developing into my safe space when I read on the internet. So when I'm reading, it's like I'm in a snow globe. Okay, like I'm in a snow globe and I can see everything, but nothing can touch me. You cannot penetrate my glass. You cannot get into my consciousness. Now, throughout the entirety of my reading experience, y'all have seen on live, some shit be getting in. Okay, so I had to fortify that snow globe energy that came to me during the journey in Malibu in 2017. This journey right here, nigga. Still on it. Still fucking on that motherfucking shit. I just hope I can perform. I can perform in my sleep. It's just, you'll notice that I'm pausing in the midst of iterating my point. And I hope this journey didn't like... Okay, thanks. Sorry, God just said shut the fuck up. Okay, I will. And now I'm seeing a gorilla in my head beat on his chest. I'm a beast, so I have nothing to worry about. Okay, I'm good. The gift of gab ain't going nowhere. It's just I'm finding myself being thoughtful while I'm speaking, which is different for me. Maybe it's a gift, you know, thinking while I'm iterating the information. And I don't like these pauses. I don't like them. Definitely a gift enhancement. I do feel tuned up and upgraded. I do. How do I feel to you? You know, and again, this is just a candid live. You know, tomorrow you get the bells and whistles. And bitch, I'ma look good. I got this outfit off of Temu. Shout out to my mother. I got this outfit off of Temu, bitch. Shut up, nigga. We gotta name that motherfucking whistle alarm system thing. What's your name? Hootie Who. Hootie Who. Hootie Who. This is the last weed I got in my house. This is the last weed I have in my house. I have carts, though, and I believe in technocasting. So I might end up placing the cart on my altar to honor the plant that was sacrificed for me to get the pull I need. I'm gonna figure out how I'm honor the earth as I burn up its flowers for my own personal gain. I can't do that. That's dishonor. That is dishonor, honey. I gotta shift that. And then when you operate in honor, God honors you back. But then in a lot of ways, we do honor. You know? You feed the geese every day. You take care of your pets. You take care of your skin. You know, but there has to be balance. Maybe that's... Sorry, I'm... Plant a new plant, yeah. It's so interesting that you say that. You know, I've been trying to grow my favorite plant, Nepenthes plants, and they have 2 out of the 3 are now in my yard now. But I feel like there's one in here that's still holding on for dear life. Maybe if I start honoring Earth, I can grow those plants. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Some people put it in their tea instead. They do. So, just as a recap, spiritualists are called, and you are called. Let's talk about the call real quick. Calling, but you don't ever pick up the phone for me. What's that song? Pop quiz? What's that song? It feels like, I don't know, like... Okay, 2 more topics before. Can y'all still hear me? Because I just set y'all up. Two more topics before I let y'all go. The call. Calling, 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 but you don't ever pick up the phone for me. I'm gonna be performing that song soon. I can't wait. Ow. It's just a desire. It's pure desire. It's like a hunger, but it's not for food or drink or an experience. Your dreams start becoming more vivid around the time when you are called. It's hard to say if you can be called without experiencing a psychedelic, though, because you would have had to have that memory to understand the desire. So I don't know. I mean, the first journey I went on, I was 8, so I've always kind of had that there, you know. When you are called to journey, it is like an itch that you just can't scratch with your physical hands. You thirst for understanding, and then the stars are aligned where you can take time. You know, at the beginning of the year, I was coming off of, it's just a week ago, bitch. I was just coming off of 50,000 clients, bro, and over 100,000 readings. Like, I was coming off of, you know, a very fucking productive 2023, might I say. And I had this week where I could just, like, this week I was supposed to, you know, put the bells and whistles and choreograph some new things. And I definitely did. Bitch, I don't know how I did this shit. And I'm motherfucking on a journey. But anyway, so, like in the physical realm, it's just space. You got space to do this shit, bitch, because you can't be going on no journey if you driving trucks. You gonna drive into hell. You gonna drive into Tartarus, bitch. I had space. Okay. So the stars aligned for me to actually physically take the journey. And then, I mean, bitch, I expected to be a little bit more, like, embodied by now. Hopefully tomorrow I will be, because I'm still buzzing. The call is an urge, a desire for spiritual understanding. When you are called, you can be called to give. You can be called to move. You can be called to travel. But when you are called to journey, it's comparable to when you are horny or when you are turned on. It's the equivalent spiritual vibration of being drunk out your mind and horny. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. When you drunk and you horny as fuck, it's the metaphysical feeling. Okay. Oh yeah, you're probably hearing the hot tub. I'm so sorry. It's the metaphysical feeling. Okay. Or equivalent to that. Like when you drunk out your fucking mind and you horny as hell, like you gotta fuck something, but you drunk and you sloppy with it. You know what I'm saying? It's that vibrations. Have you ever had that urge? Have you? A lot of y'all might be having that urge right now and didn't know what it was. Okay. Now I'm willing to. No, I'm not. Gatekeeper, sorry. The gatekeeper said, nope. I was about to say, I'm willing to drop some journeying instructions, but no, I'll just wait till the Bootz guys freedom retreat, bitch. Okay, your dreams become vivid. You start to question this shit. Like you start to question reality. You like, bitch, is this all there is? What age were you when you asked that question? Is this it? Because when you're a child, you always are aspiring to be older so that you can do more things. But now that you can do all of the things, it's like, is this it? We don't grow up any more than this. Like, there's, or maybe some do. Sorry. Black sheeps are probably prone to that energy a lot more than folk. We'll call them folk. Folk. The call. Okay. Okay. We are a powerful community, y'all. We strong as fuck. Brought together digitally, but vibrating all across the world. Where y'all from? But you're right here. It is my honor to share this experience with you. We're all alive at the same time, and in 100 years, we're not going to be. This is so temporary, isn't it? But it's so lit. Because we done found each other. And y'all like, nigga, you just holding your phone in your hot tub. Nah, bro. Right now, I'm connected to 131 people. Who the who? Spirit is so fucking funny. Right now I'm connected. I don't see y'all, but y'all see me, and it's okay. Because I still feel all of you. Even the robots. Let's recap, shall we? The journey. The journey. Journeying is a psychedelically induced experience by spiritual practitioners for an intention of their own design. It is not done recreationally, even though it may be fun. You can induce a journey with sound, meditation, drugs, you need an anchor in this reality to come back. That can be a person, place, or thing. People who unwillingly journey can be labeled crazy or schizo or multiple personalities or even ADHD or autistic. They just need a little help coming back. And some people have been born on the journey. They're known as disabled. They're not supposed to have full coherence, but they are supposed to experience flesh. A journey for a spiritualist has an activation point, which is the date in physical reality where it manifests itself. And the downloads can persist even years after the journey. It's deep. And your intentions must be pure. This is common knowledge by even the government and institutions. And knowledge of this journeying process has been elicited to control through subconscious hypnosis through advertisement campaigns, movies, music. When you're called spiritually to journey, it's a journey that hasn't been created by man. So therefore, the indoctrinated knowledge that you receive from your guides, your ancestors, deities, angels, demons, vampires, fairies, hobgoblins, goblins, golems, and entities you create might not make that much sense to those that are all on the same journey of consumerism, control, and manipulation. But as creators, we create things that bridge that nonsensible gap. The journey. Oh my God. Okay, so today is makeover day. My nail technician will be over here like 1 o'clock p.m. I don't know what I'm going to do to him. But I'm going to have her fill these things in with hard gel. I actually did this nail myself. It is a nail from a previous set that I placed upon the set that I have. I did a good job. And I also did this nail as well, the same way, okay? I like to use hard gel, not acrylic. It's less steps and it's easier to cure. Okay, so I'm probably going to get a hard gel nail fill in and do something spectacular with them, as I always do. I'm going to do my hair today as well. The outfit's already picked out for tomorrow, and I'm ready to work. I have to drop everything on the website, and the tip jar will open up at midnight sharp. You guys will get an email at 10 o'clock a.m. that will reflect everything that was recapped earlier today in today's show. The announcements are this. The show is back 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm probably going to get started at 10:45 though, because I want a little bit of extra time to talk about these aliens, this metaverse rape situation, and of course, Cat Williams. We're going to be talking tomorrow for sure. And then I also want to have some time to read you and warm up before my clients are back. We're back. Yes. Tomorrow, I do have a couple of January appointments left over, and next day appointments will be available on Monday and Wednesdays. Okay? Teaching the class February the 11th. You can sign up for that class. When, bitch? Tomorrow. Okay? I'm throwing a retreat August the 24th through the 25th, and we definitely will journey together. So, yeah, those tickets will drop tomorrow as well. In the virgin stages of planning with that, I am headed to Dallas, Texas, January the 20th. I will see you guys on January the 21st for some meet and greet activities. Okay, me and my cousin are going down there to discuss some musical things. And I will be also offering in-person readings there as well. Okay, things are changing. If you want to be a new client, February the 1st, new client applications will drop. If you have already been in my system, you will have no problem booking your boy, girl. And with that being said, let us pray. Ew. Let us spit first. God of the universe, God of love, God of light, I come to you humbly with my digital audience in rejoicing and reverence for a journey that we're still on, but the coherence is elicited with our addiction. Thank you for a beautiful day. Thank you for the sun shining in ways that it has never shined, or ways we have not recognized it shines upon us, giving us the cascading rays of energy needed to do productive, creative work in today's society. I say thank you. Thank you for the understanding of who we are as people and what we are called here to do. Thank you for the spiritual and divine understanding acclimated to this physical experience in a way that is transcendent and not bound worthy. Give us poise as we grace the lessons of 2024. And God, I do pray that it's not as many lessons as it was in 2023. Let us show you what we've learned this year. And in return, honoring us in ways that blow our motherfucking minds. I pray. I thank you for nourishment. I thank you for the understanding of what needs to shift so that we can usher in more honor, more transcendence. 2024, 2024. I mean more, God. And I thank you for laughing with me as well. Give me strength to outdo what I did last year. Allow me to conquer my fears of being forgotten. And give me the understanding that every day I even make a status is a legacy being written in the metaverse, which will transcend our own understanding. Guide my tongue and my hand with my cards in clairvoyance to save someone, to help someone, to free someone. I pray for the abundance to do more. I ask for pan-prosperity amongst my audience so they can feel rich and honored as we rise together. Give us a sound heart and mind to choreograph our thoughts, feelings, and actions in a way that is always honorable, like kings and queens, indicative of my middle name. We are, and we don't adjust crowns anymore. We let them sit in reverence to be honored. I thank you. I ask for forgiveness, God. I pray that my ego hasn't made me shunned by my own design. I pray that I do have the ability to connect with people I can label friend. I ask for stronghold relationships and connections. I thank you for the blank slate. And I ask that you fill it in with magnificence for myself and my girls and boys. I pray that our surfboard glides among the waves of time, untossled, unturned, graceful. I pray wellness on those on a journey that elicited sickness into their body. Bring them back. Bring them back. I pray for us. Ashe. Amen. So mote it be. I love you guys very much. See you guys tomorrow. And I'm going to enjoy this last day of rest. And every time I start to feel a little guilty about not working, God says, nigga, you better rest now. Nigga, you better rest now. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do it. What Ari Lennox say? That what you, bitch? Let's do it. I love talking to you, too. It's such a beautiful spirit. Oracle B, it's okay. They're on a Christian journey. Their journey is cool. You know, some people interpret that journey as chastising. I don't. I like Christians. I'm just not a denominational person. They're cool. They're okay. I mean, I still got the clap back in me. I mean, because your bitch ass can kiss the blackest part of my ass and polish my horns, you triumphant looking trout mouth bass. But why? Why? There's no point. There's no point in clapping back no more, bro. The clap back is in their life. Just look at them. Just look at them. I mean, it's crazy. You can scream a word and not be happy. You can scream a word and still be broke. Who you worshiping? Who are you worshiping? Hey, Erica, how are you? Let's see if she wants to join us today, guys. I'm calling Erica. She doesn't want to join in today. Nothing's wrong. We're just discussing the journey, and I wanted to get your input. Why do I still feel like I need to like be cute when you around me, though? Like, baby. She said, Oh, mother. I just want to publicly say I love you. I love you so much. Our connection since we've met has utterly inspired me in ways that I have only vaguely described to my audience. You are the moon, and I appreciate you allowing me to burn like your sun. Thank you, Erica. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let us recap the journey. The journey is a spiritual experience induced by either drugs, meditation, or sound. It can last from the initial time period in space and time, but the downloads that precede it manifest years after, years after. And um, Erica, you were actually one of my anchors in that journey that I took, and I'm just now coming back to consciousness. Seriously. Um, and I thoroughly appreciate you guys being recipients to my reflections in that journey. It's beautiful. And so are all of you. All right. So recap real quick. Tomorrow we back on, yeah? Yeah. All right. Tomorrow we back on. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock a.m. I am live, Monday through Friday. I do have sessions available in January, but they are going fast. Don't worry. Monday and Wednesday's next day appointments will be available. Everything's going to be in your newsletter. Retreat coming August 24th through the 25th. Okay, hosted by your boy girl here. I'm teaching a class February the 11th, spiritual gift activation class. Please take it. It will definitely assist you. And the tip jar opens at midnight tonight. Happy 2024, everyone. And I'll leave you with this. Later.